Okay, I'm gonna call this What Would You Do? Tonight, okay, right now it's like almost 2:30 in the morning. But one of my cousins was here. She lives in Minnesota, and she asked me to take her to the bus station. It was actually Mega Bus. I know Mega Bus is not everywhere, but it's in Chicago, Minnesota, Ohio. So it travels to those. It's cheaper than a Greyhound bus, but it's just like Greyhound, but it's cheaper. So she asked me to take her to the bus station, which is downtown Chicago. I'm in Northwest Indiana. You know, when there's no traffic, 40 minutes away. Her bus left at was scheduled to leave at 11 p.m. Okay, so we get downtown. We got there a little early, so I actually went to Dominic's. I had to pick up some things. Got back in the car, went to the bus station. So we got there maybe 15 minutes before 11, so 10:45. So we sitting there, 10:55, no bus. And I'm thinking, are we in the right place? Because it doesn't go to like a bus station. It's just this street. You see a whole lot of other people there, but the bus goes to, like I said, Ohio, Minnesota. And we've missed this bus before. So I was kind of weary. So we wait for the bus. Then they tell us to move, that we couldn't sit where we were. So I had to let them get out and go across the street, down the street. And I just go sit there and wait, make sure they get on the bus. So I'm sitting. 11, 11:15, 11:20, no bus. They're all still standing out there, but the bus isn't there yet. So I sent one. I had my younger cousins with me, and so they ran. Well, I sent one of them across the street to ask her what was going on. While we were sitting there, the bus came. So 11:30. It was supposed to be gone at 11, and it was 11:30. So I'm sitting there trying to see. Now it's 11:30 at night, not in the morning. Sitting there waiting. It was a young. I look out. I'm parked on the street, on the sidewalk. I see a young girl waiting for her ride. Another girl comes up with a small baby and asks her could she watch the baby for her, and she would cross the street. So I comment to the kids like, she don't know her. She just left her baby with this girl. Then I just go, okay. That girl, the girl's ride came, and who didn't have the baby, and she said to her ride like, she just left her baby with me and went across the street. So we all looking like, okay, why would she do that? Okay, whatever. She does come back. She doesn't leave her baby. So that's not part of the what would you do. Well, some of it should I have even taken my cousin, but that's a whole nother story. So she goes. The one girl leaves. The girl with the baby stays. I'm still looking. My cousin looks like she gets on the bus and then gets off the bus. So I'm sitting. I don't understand. Now she has two young sons, 3 and I think 7. So she's got the little boys, and we trying to see, is that her? Is that her? It was her. She got on the bus, then she got off the bus. Meanwhile, the young mother asked me could she use my cell phone. She said she left her cell phone on the bus. I guess that's why she ran across the street, asked the girl to watch the baby. She was trying to catch the bus to see where her cell phone was. Okay. So, I see it was a young baby. You size her up, make sure she's not going to run off with the phone. So I say, sure, you can see the phone. So, well, she was holding the baby, was starting to cry. And I said, well, I'll dial the number for you. You know what most people do, they don't answer phones when they see numbers they don't recognize. So, we call. Then somebody answers, and she's asking, and they're like, oh, we're at Union Station. That's where the bus Station is across the street from Union Station. So that's the major landmark. And they're like, no, we're at Union Station. I was like, well, we're at Union Station, and I don't know where you are. Are you on the Jackson and Canal side? I kept saying this. They were like, Jackson, Canal, we don't know where that's at. We're on, I don't know what street they were saying. But it is a street that we have in Chicago. We have this street. Clark, I think they said Clark Street. And I'm thinking, why are you on Clark Street? And it's like, what about the Rock and Roll? I mean, the Hard Rock Cafe. I'm like, why would you be over there? The Union Station is nowhere near Hard Rock Cafe. So this goes on. The girl starts crying because they couldn't understand how to get her. And by this time, it's probably midnight. Needless to say, my cousin finally does get back on the bus again, across the street, and leaves. So we watch the bus leave a little after 12. The girl starts crying because I'm like, I can't talk to these people. I don't know what streets they talking about. And I can't take you anywhere because, well, A, I don't know you. 2, I don't know where they're at. I don't understand what streets they're talking. Why would they be on those streets if they were really in Union Station? I figure they're crazy. There's one Union Station in Chicago. How could you not know where that is? And I said, do you know where the Sears Tower is? Because Union Station is not that far from the Sears Tower. Well, it's far enough, but it's not far. They said, no, we don't know where the Sears Tower. And then I said, well, the Willis Tower, because those out there don't know, they changed the name. So maybe they know the Willis Tower. They was like, no, we know where the Arch is. Those people in St. Louis, you know what the Arch is. We have things that look like arches in Chicago, so it didn't dawn on me that they were talking about the St. Louis Arch. I don't know what it is. And then the guy was saying St. Louis, but I was thinking he's talking about St. Louis Street. I didn't want to leave the girl. She was getting all upset. And then she asked, could I take her someplace? I said, oh, I can take you back in front of Union Station, which is across the street. So we let her get in the car. I had the 2 girls in the back. The young mother, her baby, her stuff. You know, and I'm thinking like, okay, they trying to use some scam with a baby and somebody gonna come up and, I mean, I don't have a Ford Escape, but you know, you never know what people want to do. Get 2 young girls, put them into prostitution. I don't know. I know I'm thinking way beyond what could happen, but I didn't get a vibe that it was something negative. I was just really ready to go home because my cousin was here with her 2 kids plus the 3 girls. They was running around just out of control, running around the house. I was ready. I was just tired, ready to go home. So I sit with this girl for, told you it's 2 o'clock in the morning now, for about an hour, trying to negotiate with these people to figure out where they are. Because now I guess they have left their Union Station. And they've asked people and they told them where to go and all this kind of stuff. And then one of the callers, 2 people on the phone, one says, I don't know where you at, but we in St. Louis. And I said, St. Louis? I said, well, I'm in Chicago. I said, no wonder you're at your Union Station and you don't see me. The girl had got off the bus at the wrong stop. So now she's gonna start crying again, crying harder. I was like, well, now I don't know what to tell you because I'm not taking you to St. Louis. And then the end of the story is the lady on the other end of the phone said, could I take it to the Greyhound bus station? Because our Union Station was shut down. There was nobody really there. The mega bus, like I said, isn't a real, I don't know if there's a counter or not. I've always ordered there online. But it was nobody there. That was the last bus of the night. Didn't really know. Didn't want to have her just standing there. She don't know anybody in Chicago. She was trying to go to St. Louis, but she's from Ohio. So the lady said, can I get her the Greyhound? Can I drop her off? Which is like right around the corner from Union Station. Chicago's Union Station. So I took her over there, and the lady's like, thank you. Let her go in. But she lost her cell phone. So said maybe they can call the lady back to get the information, because also she didn't have any money. It wouldn't. If I told my girls, I said anything to learn from this story is you should try not to be any place or a city you don't know anybody without any cash on you. I mean, I don't know if she's telling the truth to the lady or not, but you shouldn't have at least enough for some cab fare or something, because she was just out here. And I asked him, what did you learn from this situation? One said to help people, but I know she's probably the least likely person to help, because meantime all this going on, the kids are like put this girl out. But I wonder, what would you do? Would you have helped her, or just say, no, you can't use my phone? No, I'm not calling nobody for you, and I don't know what you need, but you gotta get out of my car. My patience was really running thin, because the person on the other end was telling me, you don't know what you're talking about. I hung up on them, actually. Tell me, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know where you're going. And I'm like, you don't know where you're going. I know where I'm at. I know where I'm at right now, and I'm standing here with the girl that you trying to look for. So you're going to tell me where we don't know where. I know where I am. But the girl, nobody caught on, because they were like, these streets don't sound familiar. But it's funny, the streets they were talking about do sound familiar to me, because we do have those streets. It just, they don't connect the same. So I'm like, how are you on Washington Broadway? How are you on this street? How are you on Clark and some other, once Market Street? I'm like, what the heck is Market Street? I got so smart with this person on the phone. I said, you know them green things at the top of the stoplight? Those are street signs. What do those street signs say? Because he kept telling me, I don't know what street we on. The street signs, I don't even know if they street signs are green. They probably not green. But he never does, said our street signs ain't green. But the ones in Chicago are green. And I'm sitting, it really got frustrating. But I wished her luck. No funny business happened. Just watched her go away into Union Station, and I pray that she gets to where she needs to go. But I hope she has learned from this situation to not go without any money, to check and triple check to make sure you have your cell phone with you. And if you are unsure of where you're getting off, to check and ask and be a pest to people if they think you asking the same question, because I guess the bus was going to Ohio, Chicago, and St. Louis is southwest of Chicago, I think. I don't know, I've never actually been to St. Louis, but I'm almost sure I know where Missouri is. And it's not walking distance. So now I am extremely tired. But let me know, what would you do?